Alright, I think we're live. I think. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to another edition of NASCAR Heat 5 on the channel. Another full race live stream for you guys here tonight. It is Talladega once again for the second night in a row, but this time it is the Gander Outdoor Truck Series edition. No qualifying or practice entering tonight's race. 32 truck field will be starting 31st for this one. Here we go. Kyle Button, welcome to the stream. Let me see a barrel roll. We had a couple of them last night, so it's not impossible to see that happen again here tonight in the truck race. If you haven't watched the Cup race last night, it was absolutely insane. We set a record for the most cautions in a single race on the channel. We had 16 cautions in the race, all for incident. That just alone tells you how crazy of a night it was, and it had an epic battle for the finish for the last dozen laps as well. Definitely a Talladega classic and a channel classic, that is for sure. Sorry for the delay here tonight. Once again, if anybody knows down in the comment section below, whether it's on the chat or actually in the comment section below the video in the stream, let me know how to fix an issue with the Elgato game capture application on my PC. It is literally just the Elgato game capture application on my PC. I'll hit start stream, and it's already linked in. Everything's perfect and ready to go YouTube wise. So I hit start stream, and it ends the stream as soon as I hit start. And I know it's not double clicking, so that can't be the case. It just it'll load, and then it just won't start, and then it'll say stream ended. So it did that when we had 6 people waiting at 8:30, and it took me literally 6 tries of trying to upload a new title, copy and paste the old description, so we have that below the video as well. So if anybody can help me out there, I greatly appreciate it. Peyton Russell, welcome to the stream as well. Enough talking, though. We are about to hop on into this one. An important race tonight as far as the championship implications go. This is the second race of the round of 8, as you see in the title on this video. So the second race of the round of 8, Matt Crafton was able to punch his ticket to the championship 4 with a win at Las Vegas. So we know he has really nothing to race for the next 2 races other than momentum heading towards Phoenix. So Talladega, Martinsville to finish out the round of 8. Tonight we've got Talladega for the Truck Series. Racing is Matt Crafton as well. 7 more drivers have a shot to try and clinch themselves into the championship 4. We'll see if somebody else will be able to do it. Riley Herbst has been struggling. It's Talladega, though. Anything can happen, as we saw last night, especially in the Cup race. Brett Moffitt will be starting at the rear of the field today, so he will have to start towards the back as well. The later start time here tonight, but a shorter race, just 94 laps. The green flag is in the air, and we're underway at Talladega Superspeedway. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream also. Jennifer Joe Cobb spun the tires there on the initial start. Only 20 laps in stage 1. It is going to be a battle, that is for certain. No more playoff points that Crafton could race for here tonight as well. That is going to be really interesting too. As they try to get up to speed, there's a big stack up at the rear of the field. Something we saw Blaney do off the start of last night's race is lose the draft. Luckily for Crafton, he's got 3 trucks 3 wide behind him already. Lap 10 in the Alabama 500. Nice. I wish you good luck. We had a chaotic race last night, to say the least. 3 wide for about second place up at the front of the field. Oh, man, big run to the inside by Tate Fogelman. He just kind of shot the 88 truck of Crafton out of the way. He's got Brett Moffitt now to his back bumper on the outside. Crafton needs that help. It's him and the 23 have locked bumpers now. You know Moffitt's going to try to go for every point he can get. He is trying to battle for the championship as well. Boogity, boogity, boogity indeed. Oh, 4 wide and loose goes the 45 truck. It looked like a Majeski. He gets pushed from behind from Mike Harmon and about turned him off of turn 2. Meanwhile, Stuart Friesen's going to take the race lead. Four wide goes Crafton out of the bottom. It's actually 3 wide when he got there. Angela Ruck faded back in that outer lane near the wall. She didn't have any help. Rafael Assard's got no help now until Crafton pulls in line right behind him, and now he'll push him in 1 and 2 as they draft together. Stuart Friesen still out in front of the field. This is the Truck Series' only trip to Talladega on this entire season. Crafton's already worked himself up pretty much primarily on the inside lane. Sheldon Creed just jumped right out of his way there and frees it up again on the bottom of the racetrack, 3 wide. So Crafton is moving through the field a lot quicker than what we saw from Ryan Blaney at the start of the Cup race last night, as he tries to push Christian Eckes in the 18. Friesen's about to lose the lead on the outside of the racetrack right now if he hasn't already. They're side by side at the front of the field. So these drivers try to battle for every position that they can get. Jordan Anderson was helping Friesen there for a little bit. Big block by Riley Hertz. Crafton went even higher. Meanwhile, Anderson goes 3 wide, splitting it up the middle between Spencer Boyd and Stuart Friesen. Crafton to help Anderson. Friesen in line behind Crafton. Crafton now to the outside of the 3 truck himself. Can't quite get there. Friesen hops in line behind the 88 of Crafton. He is going to give him a big shot. And Anderson is going to find his way to the inside. I think Crafton's going to have to do the same right now. He doesn't have a lot of help. He's got 1 truck in line trying to push him, but that's it. Brendan Gaughan's been doing pretty good in that 62 car, though, the last couple of years on the super speedways. I mean, he was in the lead before flipping at Talladega back in 2019. I think he had a top 10 in the Daytona 500 this year, too, if I'm not mistaken. Noah N., welcome to the stream. Todd Gilliland shuffled to the outside now. Might have a battle for the lead going on. I think Austin Hill is going to try to make his way to the inside, and he will try to go for the lead. Underneath Josh Reum in the 33. Crafton now moves to the outside of Boyd. He's going to try to help Reum, and now he's going to hop back to the inside. A couple of the trucks went to follow Crafton. Now Boyd goes up to the middle. 3 wide for second as Austin Hill will lead his first lap of the race. Crafton to second place. Can Austin Hill get himself into the championship 4 with a win here today? It is definitely possible. We know Crafton is going to be there, but Crafton's still going to fight for a win tonight no matter what happens. Single file line up towards the front of the field right now with Hill out in front, followed by Crafton, Anderson, Gilliland, and Boyd, the top 5. Brandon Garcia Vera, welcome to the stream. I do not live in Wisconsin, by the way. I'm a Packers fan, but I do not live in Wisconsin. I live in Northwest Ohio. Austin Hill gave up the bottom of the racetrack. Jordan Anderson will push Matt Crafton out to the front of the field. Crafton's trying to go for 4 wins in a row here today. It's going to be a tough task. Try and do that at Talladega, that's for sure. Oh. Wow, Crafton just washed way up the track. Got really tight into 3, and right before he can lead his first lap, Austin Hill's going to take the lead right back. Anderson's been willing to help out Crafton. Big move to the inside. Tanner Gray tried to charge on the bottom lane behind Boyd, and Crafton just cut him off. and takes the push for himself to the back of Boyd, as Hill is still out in front with 12 laps to go now in stage 1. Hill's got to be careful. He might lose the bottom of the track again. Off of turn 2, looking a little bit higher. Spencer Boyd is trying to push Todd Gilliland on that inside lane right now. Still trying to push. Crafton's got a little bit of momentum on the outside. Hill back to the bottom, though. Crafton's got no more help. Crafton's trying to side draft Spencer Boyd, and it helps a little bit, but there's just no trucks running that outside lane so far today. I'm quite surprised, especially knowing that obviously with this being a playoff race and the stage is so short, not only in the truck series in general, but it's only 20 laps in stage 1 here. We're going to be halfway through stage 1. Big move by Crafton. That time he does clear Boyd to the outside of Todd Gilliland for second. Big run to the back of Austin Hill, but Crafton couldn't quite clear Gilliland on the bottom of the racetrack. See if he'll hop in line right behind him. Yep. So he still hangs on to third. Now he's got Spencer Boyd all over his back bumper. Ten laps to go here in stage 1. Boyd at least push Crafton past Todd Gilliland right now. Caution. First caution of the race here today. It is very early, and this is going to get us closer to the end of stage 1 as the caution will fly at lap 11. Yeah, NHL 2021 season's right around the corner. Hopefully my Wings actually do something. They have such a promising young team. It's amazing that they can't win more games. It really is. It has to be the coaching. I'm surprised Blashill isn't gone yet, to be completely honest. You're Jennifer Lopez. Don't attack my village in Coinmaster. All right. Green flag back in the air. Austin Hill is going to lead the field to the green. Crafton will try to help the charge on the outside. 6 laps to go in stage 1. This is going to be a fight to the end of the stage. Things were actually pretty calm up until that first caution. But look at Gilliland. 3 wide up the middle. He's trying to make a move. Crafton really trying to make that outside work. But with Gilliland taking it 3 wide up the middle, Crafton doesn't have a lot of help. But look at the run he got. What a restart from Matt Crafton as he goes to the outside to take the lead. That's unbelievable. Not only went to the outside to take the lead, but he didn't really have a lot of help when he did it. He just flat out beat Austin Hill back to the gas on the restart. He did shift a little earlier there from second to third. I was quite surprised that actually worked. Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream. 5 laps to go in stage 1. Crafton almost lost the bottom again. He's got to be careful. Austin Hill just about got underneath, and that's the first lap. Crafton's now led today at lap 16. Very late in stage 1, but he was able to come from the back to the front. And you know who else has come from the back to the front? Brett Moffitt in the 23. Moffitt started last in today's race. Crafton started second to last. They're both in the top 3. Moffitt trying to go for the stage win, as well as Austin Hill, both in the playoffs. Todd Gilliland in the top 6 as well, also in the postseason. 13 people watching right now. Thanks for everybody tuning in here on a Wednesday night. Four laps to go in stage one. We'll see if somebody might be able to get a run on Crafton here. I'm quite surprised at how good the inside lane has been. Not too many drivers have tried the outside in stage one. They might be saving their trucks for the end of it. That's definitely possible. But these playoff drivers need to fight for every stage point they can get. Only 12 points separate the cutoff line drivers right now. By Talladega standards, that could easily be gained or lost. I do have to say thanks everybody for watching last night as well. We had a great turnout for the stream as well. We had a, I believe, record high for likes during the course of the actual stream itself as we had 25. 4 wide for second place. Gillen got stuffed on the outside there and they were 4 wide. Spencer Boyd was in the middle lane, so was Tanner Gray. That's Joshua Hume up there on the outside as well. No, it's Tyler Hill in the 56. My bad. Unsponsored race truck for Hill as they are still 3x3 through the pack. They'll be coming to 2 laps to go in stage one this time by. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. So 2 laps to go in stage one. Crafton not really racing for much here tonight other than self-pride and, of course, a chance to win another race in one of the top 3 series in NASCAR. But he's already locked into the championship 4 with a win at Vegas. He's trying to spoil the party, both in the stages and the race itself. Big run on that 3rd lane by Tanner Gray. Crafton trying to block all 3 lanes at once right now and trying to hang on in front of the pack. Oh, and he got tight going into 3. Contact with Spencer Boyd. Contact with Boyd. And Spencer Boyd will take the lead. Crafton is now stuck in the 2nd lane, trying to get back to the bottom. A little contact with Hurst as he squeezes his way in there. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in stage one now. Crafton's got to go from 4th to 1st on the final lap of the stage. It's going to be tough. He's got Herbst side drafting him on his outside. The top 2 are getting way out ahead. Tyler Ankrum gave Spencer Boyd a big push. Now Ankrum tries to make a move for himself. Is he going to get there, or is Boyd going to be able to block? Boyd can't block. Ankrum gets underneath him. They're side by side for the lead. Through 3 and 4 for the stage win in stage one. And now Crafton makes a move to the inside of Ankrum off of turn 4. Crafton got a big run on the 26. Crafton still trying to get up there. A push from Boyd. A run to the bottom by Jennifer Joe Cobb. They're 3 wide at the line and Crafton wins stage one. A 3 wide photo finish, and by inches, Matt Crafton is going to win stage one. Up the middle, 3 wide to the line, and Cobb almost stole it on the inside. Unbelievable. Crafton was doing everything he could to side draft the 26 without touching him. And then that last second push from behind from Spencer Boyd pretty much helped him out just enough to get the stage win. Something we did not do last night is get a stage win nor a race win. Definitely trying to go for tonight in the truck race. Green flag back in the air. Crafton wins the race off pit road, and stage 2 will now begin. 3 wide at the line. That was insanely close too between Crafton and Ankrum. If that was up to my discretion alone on who won the stage, I don't know who would have won, because all 3 had to have been within a few thousandths of a second within each other. Ankrum was actually scored in second, and Jennifer Jo Cobb was scored in third. And what a great job by Crafton as well. He was fourth coming to the white flag and still ended up winning the stage. A pretty quiet start, but boy, those last 2 laps, they really started fanning out. So a 3-wide finish to the end of stage 1. Another short 20-lap stage here in stage 2. They're already fanning out the 3-wide through the tri-oval as we have gotten up to speed. 19 people watching right now. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Hit the like button if you haven't already as well. Hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. We're on that road to 1,000 subscribers still. Getting closer by the day, and we are very, very close to 700. Oh, big move. Cobb ended up the middle. They're about to go 4 wide again for second. And they are 4 wide, a little bit further back in the pack. Maybe not for second. Austin Hill trying to get a run on the outside. He gets squeezed. Crafton holds on to the lead. Blake Greenfield with a good move up the middle. Remember, Greenfield won the season opener at Daytona. Still missed the playoffs, though. But he is off to a good start here tonight as well. Mike Harmon, who also started towards the rear of the field, up towards the front. Up to P2, in line behind Crafton. Jim, you're right. This is definitely looking like the end of yesterday's race. I mean, that race from start to finish was insane. We saw 4 wide racing various times. We saw 5 wide at one point. Towards the end of that race. You don't have to stick around quite as long tonight because it is a lot shorter of a race as well. Those cautions really slowed that race pace down as well when we had 16 of them. We've only had 1 so far tonight. 1 driver out of the race. Not sure exactly who that is. We're going to alternate to the different camera angles for the first time in tonight's race, starting at the start-finish line. Yeah, it's tough to tell who that driver is that's out of the race already. Austin Hill has had a really fast race truck. He has led a lot of laps already in the race. He's led the most up to this point. Him and Crafton have. Hill started up towards the front of the field as well. Christian Eck is starting to get a big run on the outside. Good block by Crafton, stalls the lanes out. So continues to try and hold on to the lead. Grant Enfinger up towards the front. First time we've seen him in the top 5 today. Remember when Greenfield won at Daytona at the start of the season as well? It was on fuel mileage. He was the only driver that actually made it to the end by pitting under the last caution in the Daytona race, which came out right at the edge of that pit window, just over 30, right around 35 laps to go. I'm not surprised we made it that far to the end of the race without another yellow. Oh boy, that was a big move and a big run by the 68. Greenfield still getting a push from Enfinger. Crafton continues to control the lanes about as perfect as he can. Now the lane opens up on the bottom of the track. Hill just kind of moving the 68 up, not physically moving him up. Hill's caught in the sucker hole with no help. He's trying to battle it out. Give him props. And now Greenfield's got zero help on the outside. Look at him fade back. Oh, 4 wide off of turn 4. Christian Eckes just squeezed into a hole, and I don't even know how he got that truck through there. Wasn't a lot of room. Big run now from Todd Gilliland in the 38. And they're 4 wide for third. Oh boy. Now they're about 4 wide for second. Angela Ruck in that second lane on the inside has Brett Moffitt right behind her. These are massive runs by these guys. Oh, they split Crafton. I don't know how Crafton pulled back in front of the 38. A little contact now between Gilliland and Austin Wayne Self as they bang door to door, 4 wide down the backstretch, and they all make it into 3. Look at Greenfield going up the middle with a push from Ben Rhodes in the 99 now. Austin Hill back out in front again. Fogelman behind him. Angela Ruck trying to look on the outside. Oh, just enough room. Crafton barely squeezes to the inside of the 00 and the 02. He's up to second behind Hill. Look how quickly those two trucks faded back. Jesse Little's into the top 5, up to 4th. Ben Rhodes, as we mentioned, he's trying to make his way up there. He's still 3 wide for about 5th place. And Greenfield is all over the back of the 88 of Crafton right now. He's giving him a big push, or at least did give him a big push. And now Crafton to the inside of Austin Hill. Hill gave up just enough room on that double yellow line for Crafton to squeeze underneath him without going below the double yellow line. And Matt Crafton is going to take the lead once again here at Talladega. Wow. Massive move back there by Jesse Little. He gets shuffled out of line on the outside. He's now in line behind Austin Hill. Ben Rhodes to 4th. Trying to get up there with his teammate at the front of the field. Rhodes still winless this season. So he's trying to get that first win of the year, although he was eliminated. Or actually, he didn't even make the playoffs. He didn't even make it to the round of 10. So it's definitely been a rough season. He was the only Thor Motorsport truck to completely miss the playoffs of the 4. Oh, big loose moment there by the 68 of Greenfield. Massive run on the outside. I don't know how Crafton was able to pull those blocks off. That is unbelievable. All 3 of them. Austin Hill's got another big run on the outside. A little bit of help from Jesse Little. As Crafton continues to try and block for his life right now, late in stage 2, just 7 to go. Much of the same in stage 1. A lot more. Oh! Angela Ruck got the wall up of turn 4. And Austin Hill's got a massive run that could not be blocked that time by Crafton. Teammates helping each other out, though, as Rhodes is now trying to push his teammate Crafton. Big block on the bottom by Austin Hill. He almost blocked the 88 below the double yellow line. Crafton barely held it above. And the push still from the 99. He is not backing out of the gas. And he helps Crafton hang on to the lead. Hill almost was able to clear, but not quite. And now Rhodes loses the bottom. Clay Greenfield back to second again. Ooh, Crafton got tight right in the center of the corner. He still hangs on to it, though. That might check up the inside enough to give Rhodes a run on the top. Exactly, that's what happened. Crafton just trying to shake these guys all over the place. He is so loose down the back straightaway. Another push from the 97 to the back of the 16. Now Greenfield's going to push Crafton, and this time Austin Hill is all clear. And now Greenfield decides to go up the middle instead. He's been trying that middle lane quite a bit. as he hangs Crafton out. Tyler Ankrum on the inside. The driver who lost stage 1 by a nose to Crafton. Now he's trying to push Crafton back up there towards the front again. 5 to go, stage 2. Now Crafton is pushing Austin Hill at the front of the field. Looks high. Hill blocking the outside. Tyler Ankrum going to try the outside now. Now a run to the inside. Look at how loose Austin Hill got when Crafton got right on that left rear. Jordan Anderson back into the top 3. He gives Crafton a shot on the bottom. 4 to go in the stage this time by. The caution can fly at any moment. That would bring the stage to an end prematurely. So the fact Crafton just took the lead there, that's pretty big. Haven't had a caution in stage 2 at all yet either. Only that one back on lap 11 in stage 1. And now Ben Rhodes trying to push Jordan Anderson. Anderson goes high. Moffitt goes high a little bit further behind him, but he wasn't close enough. So Rhodes is on that inside line behind his teammate. I mean, really, Kraft is trying to control every lane he can at this point. Watch Jesse Little on the bottom. Ben Rhodes gave up the bottom of the racetrack. Anderson needs more help in that third lane. They'll be coming to 2 to go this time by in stage 2. Johnny Sauter trying to push his Thor Motorsport teammate to the front. Sauter trying to win the stage as well and get every point he can. He's still fighting for the championship. Oh, look at oh boy! I thought Sauter was going to take it 4 wide in that third to upper lane. For second, he backed out of the gas. He had a chance. Crafton got tight in 1 and 2, but he still hangs on to the lead. I thought for a second he lost the double yellow line and Austin Hill was going to take that lead right back again. Remember, Crafton was 4th, coming to the white flag in stage 1 and still won the stage by inches on a 3-wide photo finish. So even if you're not in the lead, you obviously have a shot to still take the lead on the final lap of the stage. Big run! Oh no, there might be a crash! There is a crash! The big one at Talladega! A bad block by Crafton. Multiple trucks go around, including the 0-2 of Fogelman. Crafton wins stage 2. Kind of a dirty end of the stage. I don't think he wanted to win it like that. Mike Harmon went around, also lost spots right at the end there. That might shake up the standings a little bit. Crafton wins stage 2, but that wasn't the way he wanted to do it. He was trying to block through the tri-oval. Fogelman just got underneath him at the time Crafton tried to block him. We didn't pit soon enough, but we could still go a little ways yet on fuel. Whoops. That's probably... I mean, we made a minor mistake twice by doing that in the Cup race, but I think that one was a little worse because it wasn't even close. I mean, Fogelman was way underneath there, and we hit him way too hard. Right in an awkward angle where the car, or I should say the trucks are a lot lighter in the center of the tri-oval. That was just not a wise decision. He was there. I mean, he had a big run, but wasn't quite that big. Jesse Little's allowing Crafton to get way out ahead. I mean, way out ahead. Look at the run by Sauter. Angelo Ruck trying to get back towards the front. Oh, big run coming back to the bottom of the racetrack. Crafton trying to hang on to it. This is now the final stage. That was the second caution of the race that came out to end stage 2. Three wide for second. Mike Harmon, after spinning and being a part of the big one, is charged back into the top 3 himself. 4 wide for second place. Lassard makes a move to the bottom of the track. Just kind of squeezed those 3 trucks to his outside. What a move by Rafael Lassard. A 4 wide pass to go from about 6th to 2nd in a matter of seconds. Fogelman is coming back after he got dumped by Crafton, accidentally of course, at the end of stage 2. Big run on the outside by Fogelman. Jesse Little has been a great push truck here today. Little was able to push Austin Hill to the lead a couple different times in the race already. Now he's trying to push Fogelman to the lead. Oh! Little got out of the, well, I shouldn't say got out of the throttle, but he got off the back of the 0-2 and tried to make it 3 wide for the lead. Little did he know there's another train game on the bottom of the racetrack where Crafton was getting a massive shot from Rafael Lassard, so that's why Little's move was not able to work. Now Lassard gave a big push to the back of the 88. Now he gets a run himself. So does the driver who led the opening couple laps of the race and started from the pole of Stuart Friesen. Sheldon Creed in the mix. Haven't really talked about him today. He hasn't been up towards the front. Friesen to the inside. He'll take the lead. Johnny Sauter behind him. And room to go back to the bottom for Crafton. He tries to hang on to 3rd. Crafton going to push his teammate Johnny Sauter now out in front. The only 2 Thor Motorsport trucks, and the only 2 trucks in general to win playoff races is Johnny Sauter and Matt Crafton. Sauter won the first at Gateway, and Crafton's won the last 3 at Canadian Tire, Bristol, and Las Vegas. 3 very different racetracks too, as well as Talladega here being a very different racetrack. It's the uniqueness with the Truck Series playoffs. They don't go to a same track in length more than once in the postseason. Well, I guess they go to 2.5 miles of Bristol and Martinsville. But outside of that, got 2 half-mile tracks, a super speedway, a road course, 1.5 miles, 1.33 miles at Gateway, and then you've got a 1 mile racetrack at Phoenix that decides the championship. Crafton has been all over the back of Johnny Sauter at the front of the field right now. Even on the outside lane. Crafton just continues to push him. Crafton did not pit at that stage break, so he's still got 3 sets of tires left the rest of the way. I doubt he's going to use all 3 of them. But he's going to have to pit in less than 10 laps. Still on that very outside right now as Sauter and Crafton hang on to the lead. Riley Hurst trying to work that inside lane. Friesen's still on the outside as well. He's sticking it out with the 13 and the 88. Big run! Crafton couldn't block it. Probably should have just stayed behind the 13. Now a push coming from the 52 as he follows Crafton up the middle. Hurts to the lead, and now the 16 just shoved Crafton out of the, just shoved Riley Herbst out of the way. Hill's trying to make a move for himself. Friesen stays high. Crafton moved to the inside lane behind Austin Hill. Johnny Sutter's now behind Crafton. Big charge by that inside lane. Crafton goes for the lead himself. 3 wide as he just absolutely squeezed underneath the 16 and the 51. Oh, not clear. Here comes Johnny Sauter to the bottom. Sauter out in front. Oh, big door bang in the center of 3 and 4 between Harmon and Crafton. They keep it straight. About as straight as they could. Oh, Crafton got hooked. Crafton got hooked. He's out of the gas trying to save it. He's still getting hooked. The 33 of Reum turns himself. Reum goes around. Multiple trucks involved in the turns 1 and 2. Cautions out again for the 3rd time now tonight. Reum did not hit Crafton square. Crafton was completely out of the gas trying to get off of him, and Reum just kept turning him. And Crafton actually kept his truck about as straight as he could, and Reum was the one that went around. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. That was all on Reum, and he just practically turned himself in the midst of all that. Crafton was trying to get out of the gas and keep it off of him, and Reum just stayed right on him. So the caution flag will wait for the 3rd time today now. Well, Crafton was about to pit. I guess he didn't pit in time again. Johnny Sauter will lead the field to the green. Crafton will be scored 6th on the restart. Green flag back in the air. Wow, look at this restart by Matt Crafton. Unbelievable! Is this actually going to work? Up the middle through 3 lanes. Crafton to 2nd, but he can't clear Sauter. Oh, contact. Hang on, they're not done yet. Crafton doesn't have a lot of help, though. He almost went from 6th to 1st through the middle, but he didn't have enough help behind him that followed him. Crafton's still trying to side draft Tyler Hill right now. He might be able to get the 2nd. He does get the 2nd. Now he might try to get to the lead anyway underneath Sauter. What a restart by Matt Crafton. That is probably the best restart we have seen all race long. And that might include the Cup race last night as well. They're 3 and 4 wide through the tri-oval and into turn 1 again. Are they going to make it? We've had 2 big accidents already. We had probably about 4 of them in the Cup race. So we still might not be done here tonight. And we still got 40 laps to go in this race. We've only had 3 cautions total. Crafton just trying to hold on for dear life. He'll have to pit in a couple laps. He's going to be right on that window. Now, nobody else is a lap down, so even if he goes a lap down, he'll easily get the free pass. It's a much different situation compared to what we saw in the Cup race last night. I was going to pit both at the stage break and both under that last caution. I just wasn't paying attention enough to hit select in time. That's definitely my bad on that one. 4 wide. Crafton couldn't block all 4 lanes at the same time. Ty Majeski trying to take the lead with a push for Mike Harmon. They're still 4 wide for about 4th place. Still 4 wide. Crafton finds his teammate Sauter. That's who he'll decide to slide up in front of to get a push. Much like the Cup race last night, a lot of playoff drivers have been up towards the front of the field all day long. Unlike the Cup race, so the Cup race was a spot for the round of 8. This is a spot for the championship 4. On the line, Martinsville's the next race, so you don't want to wait till then to try and get that win or maybe even try to point your way in. Crafton's the only driver safe with a win right now. Sauter pushes Crafton to the lead in that middle lane. And Crafton's set to try and hold on. We'll go back to the normal camera for the rest of the race now. 38 laps to go here at Dega. And again, Harmon still staying consistent with staying on that outside lane right behind Ty Majeski. He's going to push him back to the lead again. And he does. Tyler Hill coming on the inside. They're 3 wide. With Majeski still out in front. Is he going to slide in front of Crafton? You can tell he wants to. And he didn't do it in time. They're 3 wide for the lead. Ooh, little contact. Crafton's having a hard time trying to hang on to his truck. I thought Hill was going to lose the bottom there for a second. Crafton gets to the bottom, though, as him and Hill just completely crisscrossed lanes at the line. Ty Gillen trying to push Crafton. Crafton could probably go an extra lap on fuel here. I don't think he's got to pit this time. He'll have to pit the following time, though. So he's on that inside lane now. Still being pushed by the 38 truck. Crafton out in front. He's going to stay out of the pits this time. He'll be pitting the following time by unless we get a caution. Still trying to hold on to the lead. They're 4 wide for second place. Oh no, more contact! Hill hangs on to it. That was a close one. Contact when they're 3 and 4 wide at Dega usually doesn't end up being that well. Great car controlled by the 16 of Hill. Crafton's got to make sure whatever happens here, he doesn't lose the bottom of the racetrack as he has to come to pit road this time. He can't make it another lap on fuel. So Crafton will be coming to pit road. It'll be a 3 wide battle for the lead once he pits, all between playoff drivers of Gillen, Hill, and Sauter. Crafton going to pit. It's going to be a fuel-only stop. Full tank. They'll repair a little bit of damage. First green flag stop of the night. Again, coming in for Matt Crafton. I'm surprised at how slow the stop is. I didn't think it was going to take that long to fill the tank full of fuel. 13 and a half seconds. That's not a very fast fuel-only stop. Gas to go probably should have been a little bit quicker. Caution! Caution's out. That paid off beautifully. It would have paid off even more beautifully if the caution would have came out a lap sooner. But with 35 to go, that's now our 4th caution of the race. By the way, Jason White's the only driver out of the race. I forgot to mention that earlier on. So caution's out. So bunch the field back up. Now Crafton can take tires. They'll top off on fuel again while he's at it. Nobody else is going to pit. That's interesting. Might as well come back down, put 4 tires on. He's going to be at the back of the lead lap anyway. Riley Herbst has the same strategy, it looks like. Riley Herbst is going to pit. He'll take tires. Everybody else stays out outside of Riley Herbst and Matt Crafton. Cap 24, welcome to the stream. Green flag back in the air. Ooh, Crafton might have shifted a little too early there. Wow, Brett Moffitt didn't take off at all either. Moffitt spun the tires. Green flag back in the air. Just 31 laps to go at Talladega. Last caution in the Daytona race of the season opener for the Truck Series came with 35 to go. This one We had a caution with 35 to go as well. Can they make it to the end? If they do, it might be a fuel mileage race between both Matt Crafton and Riley Herbst. What a 4-wide move on the outside by Crafton. With no help. And he was able to pass all 3 of them. Still outside, but now he's 3 lanes high instead of 4. Oh boy. Oh boy, that wasn't a hole he probably should have squeezed through. Massive shot from behind from Jordan Anderson. Crafton didn't want to go in between the 2 and the 32, but he did anyway. Oh, a little contact. Spencer Boyd about pulled up in front of Crafton. Crafton tried to evade, and he ran into the side of Sheldon Creed. Major blocks going on in the middle of the pack. Darren Dill, welcome to the stream. Another great turnout for racing here tonight on the channel once again. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Getting these videos and streams recommended under other related NASCAR content on YouTube. Did a great job at that last night. You've been doing a great job of it in general over the last few weeks, I've noticed as well, but last night was superb. Superb effort by everybody. So greatly appreciate that, and also subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NASCAR content, as we do these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast every day. It looks like there might have been a crash involving Mike Harmon that brought out that last caution. Zane Smith currently, by the way, is in the lead. Haven't really seen him at the front of the field yet. He was eliminated in the opening round of the playoffs for the Truck Series. Ooh, Crafton got tight. Into the side of the 0-2 of Tate Fogelman now. .28 to go at Talladega. We are getting down to the finish of this race. Massive run there by Crafton. It looked like he probably could have followed his teammate. Decided not to. Well, there's a hole. To the back of the 16. That was an interesting move, that's for sure. I guess Ty Gillen trying to lead the outside charge. He's got Clay Greenfield right behind him. So we had a pretty calm start until that first caution of lap 11, and pretty much the restart afterwards was kind of calm until about 2 to go in stage 1. We had a 3-wide finish there. And pretty much since the finish of stage 1, the anticipation, the animosity between these drivers, there's been no give or take at all. And everybody's just been racing for everything they've got. Every stage point they can get, and now every point they could get, and maybe even trying to put themselves in contention to win this thing as well. Oh, that lane barely opened up. Crafton up the middle, 4 wide. What a move. Kept it steady to make a clean pass with it, too. That usually doesn't work out as smoothly as it did right there. That was about as smooth of a 4-wide maneuver as you could have made. Crafton in the back bumper of Gillen, trying to push him and get him to the front. Tyler Hill still trying to get underneath the 00. Crafton just got to the outside of the 38. Now they're 3 wide. Angelo Ruck loses the bottom of the racetrack. Hill is going to get underneath her. Oh, Gillen gets sideways off of turn 2. He's still sideways. He saves it. Ty Gillen got really loose off of turn 2, and he was 3 wide with trucks trying to split him to the inside and outside, as he was just in the middle, and he made a great save. That was a huge push from the 8 of John Hunter Nemechek to the back of the 88 of Crafton. We saw Nemechek running up towards the front late yesterday in the Talladega race for the Cup Series side. And now he's running up here late in the Truck Series side of things. Of course, Nemechek will be running the Ford truck for KBM full-time next year in the Truck Series as well. It'll be interesting to see play out. Crafton's still trying to get that outside to work right now. Caution's out again. 25 laps to go, our 5th caution of the race. That will give us 22 to go on the restart. Crafton's going to stay out of the pits. That's pretty much it. Everybody else is coming to pit road. Crafton's going to stay out and keep that track position. And this actually is going to give Crafton the lead on the restart by staying out of the pits. Last night's race was an instant classic. I highly recommend going back to watch it if you haven't already. Damn, Jeff's right. Pretty wild indeed for the Cup race here at Talladega. All throughout, but the finish was just insane. Finish basically summarized the entire 180 laps prior to the final 8. Really, since that last restart with 11 to go, it was just insane. Cody, I don't know if that's pronounced Cody or Kodai, but welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Crafton got a good launch on the restart. The inside really stayed organized. The outside did not. It looked like everybody just kind of abandoned the 99 at Bend Roads, and now everybody's abandoning the inside lane all of a sudden, trying to go for the middle. That's where Spencer Boyd and Zane Smith are going to go. So we have 31 trucks on the lead lap, and in this lead pack to have a shot to win the race. Any one of the 31 can do it as we come to 21 laps to go this time by. So they're getting up to speed following that, what could possibly be the final restart of the race. Who knows? 5 cautions total so far tonight through the first 73 laps up to this point. Zane Smith still winless on the year, trying to get that first win of the season perhaps. Was eliminated in the opening round of the playoffs, although it won't be a championship 4 berth. Still trying to capitalize as much as he can to the end of the year. We've seen a lot of playoff drivers have a shot to win tonight's race. Look at Sheldon Creed also trying to win and get into the championship 4. Crafton has already won a race, so he's already in the championship 4, winning at Vegas in the last race. Oh, wow, Crafton got really tight. He was going to block, but he wasn't going to go quite up to that 3rd lane. Zane Smith is able to take the lead on the bottom. And now Crafton's 3 wide middle. He's got to be careful. He caused one of the 2 big ones tonight. Or he even caused the other one. Crafton basically outside of causing that first one has won both stages. He's had a pretty solid night up to this point. Crafton got shuffled out of line. Now he finds himself back in line in the middle. Oh, there's a move up the middle. Still. Big run to the back of the 51 of Riley Herbst. Zane Smith all the way on the outside with no help. Crafton jumps to the bottom behind Jesse Little. And we'll have 19 to go this time by as John Hunter Nemechek will take the lead. I do have to say, though, if we don't get the win tonight, I want to see a playoff driver get the win. That'd be so clutch, especially to lock yourself into the championship 4. Eric Almirola won last night's Cup race on a last lap pass for the win through the tri-oval. Great move, 3 wide. I don't even know how he ended up getting in position to do that, but he got in position and he made the most of that opportunity he had. Jesse Little got loose off a turn 4 at Crafton. Underneath him, Sheldon Creed to follow. Riley Herbst still out in front. Trying to get his first win in the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. Big run by Matt Crafton. Nowhere to go with it, though, as he's all over the back of the 51. And now he's trying to push Riley Herbst out there as far as he can. Separating himself a little bit from the 2 truck behind. Herbst is trying to block Crafton on the outside now. And Crafton loosens Herbst up on the outside, goes to the bottom, and makes a nice move himself. So Matt Crafton to the lead. Sheldon Creed maybe trying to do the same thing Crafton did to Herbst there. Nope. Creed lets go a little early. He's going to try something different. He's got Grant Enfinger behind him. Interesting to see where Enfinger goes. Stuart Friesen's climbed back into the top 5. And Natalie Decker in 4th place. Great run for her. She usually runs pretty well in the super speedways, both in her ARCA and Truck Series careers. Yeah, by the way, you guys were mentioning a snowstorm yesterday in the chat, and I actually ended up getting snow basically out of nowhere last night. My sister told me it was snowing, and I actually ran a little late for work this morning. Kind of caught... Oh! Car spinning in the back off of turn 4. Caution's out again. Somebody took a spin off of turn 4. I don't know if they had help or not. I'd have to imagine they probably did. Either that or maybe a bad block. A single car spin off of turn 4 will bring out our 6th caution of the night. With 16 laps to go. I believe it was Gustine who went around for the spin. I'm not sure if he's still going to be out of the race or not. But yeah, anyway, I had probably like 2 or 3 inches of, well, probably not 3. It was probably about 2 inches of snow. A lot of ice, though. I think we had a lot of rain, like, in the day. It was snow, and then it turned to rain. Now it's starting to turn to snow again. So I have a bad feeling the roads are going to be super icy on the way to work tomorrow again. Just had consistent bad luck with, like, snowy, sleety drives to work since I started at this new job. I think, like, all but 1 or 2 of my shifts I've had to work so far, I've had to drive in some sort of ice or snow that takes me an extra amount of time to get to work. So Gustine is out of the race as well after spinning off of turn 4. That leaves 30 trucks now in the lead lap with a shot to win this race still as they get up to speed on the restart at Talladega. Again, that was our 6th caution of the race. Thor Motorsport 1-2 at the front of the field. Now Enfinger just lost the inside, so he'll fade back. Tyler Ankrum, who nearly won stage 1, lost by inches, finished 2nd in a 3-wide finish to that stage, is back to 2nd place currently as they're back up to speed at the start-finish line. Just 12 laps to go at Talladega. Enfinger's trying to make moves 3 wide up the middle there. He's in line behind Spencer Boyd right now. A lot of trucks on the inside. 7 inches, man. Big run by Boyd. Crafton stuck in the middle. He tried to block him and realized he wasn't going to be able to make the block in time, so he had to let him go. Enfinger gave Boyd a big shot on the top side. Meanwhile, Natalie Decker gave a big shot to Tyler Ankrum on the inside. Crafton fell back to 5th. Somehow ended up back on the bottom lane and back to 2nd place with a 3-wide move of his own. Ankrum leads to the line with 11 to go. Crafton now trying to get to the outside of Ankrum. Not going to be able to do it there. Natalie Decker on the outside. Rafael Lassard back in the mix on the bottom. Crafton is now pushing Ankrum down the back straightaway. Things are ramping up late. crazy finish last night. Had a photo finish, again, 3 wide at the end of stage 1. Go back and watch that at the end of the night if you haven't been able to watch it or you might have missed it at the time. It involved 2 of the drivers in the top 2. Moved to the inside and now push from Lassard. Crafton back out in front with 10 to go at Dega. I think we have another photo finish in store here tonight. Lassard with a move to the outside. A little contact. He really took the air off the right rear of Crafton's truck. It's the exact definition of it right there. Crafton didn't really try to block him. I mean, there was just a big run by Lassard, but he definitely made contact with the right rear. And now he looked like he was going to try to pull down and block him, but he knew he wasn't clear. Crafton fights back to the inside. Lassard is going to lead at the line by inches. 9 to go. Another lead change. 3 wide behind the 2 leaders who are side by side right now. Brett Moffitt, who started dead last today, proving that anybody can win at Talladega, is trying to push Crafton on the inside lane. She's not pushing him enough. That Ford truck looks really strong on the outside right now. It's hanging in there with not a lot of help. She tries to side draft the 88 of Crafton in the corner with a push on the bottom for Moffitt. It's just a little too much for Lassard to make enough of a move. Another lead change at the line. Crafton out in front. Now Moffitt loses the bottom after trying to let go, and Josh Reum is back in it. He caused the second big accident of the night. Big run on the outside. Back to the inside, and Enfinger's going to take the lead. Moffitt roughing up the 88 of Crafton there. Moves him out of the way to get to second again. And again, Crafton gets to the lead and loses it immediately. Fight for the championship 4 on the line with Brett Moffitt and Grant Enfinger. Moffitt moves to the outside in front of Crafton, hoping Matt Crafton could give him a push. They're 4 wide back there for about 5th place, 6th place rather. Still 4 wide. Crafton again to the bottom. He's going to hang out Moffitt. And now Enfinger's going to lose the bottom to Tyler Hill. They're side by side for the lead. Hertz gets tight into turn 1. Crafton again to the bottom of the racetrack with another big run of his own. Massive run to the back of the 56 truck, and Tyler Hill is massively loose. Getting pushed by not 1 but 2 trucks. Now he's trying to block Matt Crafton. Crafton had nowhere to go at the 98 there. Now he's clear of the 98. Trying to make a move again. Hill continues to try and block Crafton. Crafton to the inside. Hurst is going to follow Crafton. So many changing to the leads here in the last couple laps of the race. And it'll be Crafton out in front with 6 to go at the line. And I'm sure he's going to make this truck wide. Nope, well, he got tight again. Contact. Hurts to the lead. Oh, man. Now back in the sucker hole goes Crafton, and nobody wants to work with him. John Hunter Nemechek will pick him up now. 4 wide again. Zane Smith is leading the field right now as we speak. And he might be in danger of losing it as Todd Gillen's trying to get to the front. Crafton still can't find his way back to the bottom of the track. That's where he wants to be. He's still got time. They'll be coming to they'll be coming to 4 laps to go this time by. So they're slowly running out of time. Trying to side draft to 23. Trying to get around the 4, and now he's going to push the 4 of Lassard underneath Gilliland himself. Massive push there on the outside that Crafton is giving Raphael Lassard. Look at all the playoff drivers with a shot for the championship 4 on the line. That's how badly they want to win. Smith went up the block. Oh no, contact on the bottom of the track. And around goes Majeski. Another big crash down the back straightaway. Hard into the inside wall goes John Hunter Nemechek. Caution's out for the 7th time. With 4 laps to go, that is going to force an overtime. And that is not what Crafton wanted. Obviously, he didn't want to tear up any more trucks behind him. But the problem is he's going to have to restart the outside lane and in 8th place, and he's only going to have 2 laps to get to the front. That is going to be tough. It's not impossible. It is Talladega, but that was a tough, tough way to have things go. Ralph Carlo 117, welcome to the stream. Justin Stored to see a wild finish, I'm sure, here at Talladega. That was not what Crafton wanted to see. He's trying to get to the bottom, thought he had a hole, Majeski was there. And the caution's gonna wave. Green flag though, back in the air, 2 laps to decide the winner. Crafton really wants to get down to the bottom. Well, he wants to get to the bottom, but look at the run he's got up the middle. 8th place on the restart. Oh, and he just tried to shoot Spencer Boyd in there. Look at the restart by Crafton. Problem is, he doesn't have a lot of help. Now Creed's behind him. 3 wide. Christian Eckes just loosened up the 20 truck of Spencer Boyd. Back to the bottom goes Crafton in front of his teammate Sauter. Boyd still able to block Eckes. I thought Christian Eckes was going to get under him. Now Zane Smith is trying to go to the outside. Push coming from Johnny Sauter to the back of the 88 of Crafton. They'll be coming to the white flag this time by. Next flag ends the race, whether it's the yellow or the checker. Massive run coming by Matt Crafton to the back of the 18 of Christian Eckes. Crafton's going to have to try it again. He went from 4th to 1st on the last lap of stage 1. He's going to have to do it again to try and win the race. As Spencer Boyd continues to lead. That pack is really getting spaced apart at the back there. Eckes almost got underneath the Boyd. Oh no, Eckes is sideways and he goes around, and that's going to end the race. Eckes crashes hard, and Spencer Boyd is going to win at Talladega. Crafton was trying to push the 18 underneath the 20, and when the 20 of Boyd blocked Eckes, Eckes rolled out of the gas. And when he rolled out of the gas, Crafton ran into the back of him just a little too hard. It was just a chain reaction of events there. And Eckes couldn't make the save, and Spencer Boyd is going to win an anticlimactic finish here at Talladega. Spencer Boyd gets his first win of the season. A spoiler of an upset tonight at Talladega. Spoiling the party for all those playoff drivers that were at the front late. Another big crash at the finish of a race. Crafton was scored in 2nd at the time of the yellow. Somebody had a big run on the inside. I think it was Raphael Lassard, who almost got the lead from everybody when everything stacked up there, but he ran out of time with the caution. He actually didn't even get up to 2nd. So we're going to take you through the finishing results to tonight's race. Spencer Boyd is going to get the win here in this one. 8 cautions total on the race tonight. Boyd with the win, Crafton 2nd after winning both of the stages. Raphael Lassard finished 3rd, followed by Zane Smith, Johnny Sauter, the top 5. Mike Harmon 6th, Sheldon Creed 7th, Grant Enfinger 8th, 9th was Riley Herbst, and Christian Eckes, who was 2nd on the last lap, went for a spin, still gets scored in the top 10. But I'm sure that's not the way Eckes wanted things to go. As far as the other playoff drivers who finished outside the top 10, Brett Moffitt finished 11th, Stuart Friesen 13th, Ty Gilliland 14th. Ross Chastain 23rd. Austin Hill fell back to 30th. And Gus Dean and Jason White were the only two drivers not to finish this race tonight. So despite 8 cautions, 2 drivers DNF. That is a tough break. Those are not exactly the accurate playoff standings. We do know Crafton is accurately in the championship 4 because he won at Las Vegas. A good run here tonight, winning both stages and finishing second in the race. But that 3-race win streak comes to an end for the second night in a row at Talladega. We finished second. That's a bummer, but it was still a good race nevertheless. Not the finish we hoped for. It got kind of ugly there with that caution with 4 to go. I made a bad block down the backstretch and wrecked half the field with Ty Majeski. You can tell half the trucks were wrecked at the end of the race because they didn't take off on the restart. And then just a chain reaction of events there where Spencer Boyd tried to block Christian Eckes, and Eckes checked up after he got blocked, and Crafton got stacked up behind him, and so did the truck behind Crafton. A chain reaction of events, and Eckes went around and came back in front of the pack down the backstretch, so that ended the race with a spin and a wreck on the last lap, because those are the rules. It's a NASCAR. Caution came out on the last lap of the race, so the field freezes, and it ends at the time of the caution. So that is what gave Spencer Boyd the win here tonight, his first win of the season, and that was a big one. He upset the playoff field here tonight, so we still have 3 spots available going into the final race of the round at Martinsville, and that will be next week. Thanks for everybody tuning in here tonight, though. As usual, like, share, but most importantly, subscribe if you haven't already for more daily NASCAR content. We do these full race live streams on the daily, as well as other related NASCAR content on the channel. Year-end compilation videos are still in the making and will be up very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that one, as we'll compile the greatest and best moments / worst moments that we had on the channel throughout the course of the season. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, like, share, and subscribe as always. And we'll be back tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, a little earlier New Year's Eve start time to that race. Charlotte Roval for the Xfinity Series. Should be a fun show. Final road course race of the season there. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a good rest of your night.